Hey folks, I'm Tabby from That Witch Tabitha. Welcome to my channel. Just a little about me. I have been a witch for over 20 years. I have run a business called The Broom and Crow for the last 7. I had a brick and mortar space until recently, and now I have decided to go a new direction, a new path, and make myself available both virtually and in person. So with that, I have been crafting spell kits and spell items for a long time, and I make them for both beginners and for folks who've been doing this for a long time. The idea is that it's convenient for you. One second. It's convenient for you because it all comes together and it's all handmade by me, so it's full of like magic and intention and ready to be energized and have the intention poured into what you need. So the first kit I'm going to talk about is overcoming obstacles. I also call it removing obstacles, open the way. Those are all phrases used for the same kind of magic. So in this kit, on the back, I tell you what's in it and what it's for, so that way when you get it, you're like, what is this for again? How do I use it? So there are 3 items in this box. First are dragon's blood cones, a piece of dragon's blood jasper, and a candle that I created that has a piece of lepidolite and pyrite in it, and then some botanicals that I harvested during the growing season. So to use it, what I would do, you see I have a little altar set up. These are meant to use on the go, so you could set them up literally anywhere and use them. But if you were at home, I would also include maybe a statue of Ganesha, because Ganesha is a Hindu god associated with helping you make decisions and removing obstacles, right? So that's part of it. I work with Hecate as well, and she is like my #1 goddess. And she is also known for removing obstacles and showing you the path. And so I called upon Hecate before I started this video and asked her to show me what obstacles I need to remove in my own life. And I wrote those down on 2 pieces of paper, and I will just kind of share that with you as a way to help you understand how to implement this in your own practice. So first off, I'm going to light the incense because I'm going to consecrate the space. And okay, so I just have one. These are backflow cones. So I'm just going to use my little ceramic cauldron cone burner. You can use a backflow, and fire. There we go. You can use a backflow burner if you desire, or if you have one. I do not have one, but these can be used with a regular cone burner. So we have it lit, and so I will use it to cleanse my energy, right? So any sort of negativity that I may have brought to the table is cleared, and dragon's blood is really great for that, really great for like clearing negative energy. I use it in exorcisms when I am asked to do an exorcism for folks. So it's really very potent. It's a very potent herb, and it actually comes from a variety of palm tree that grows in the Middle East. So a little tidbit. Yeah, and so then after the space is cleansed with the smoke, you can use a feather, you can use a fan. I like to just use my hands because I am all like hands in the dirt, hands in my magic, hands-on practice. So this is my little candle holder guy. So you put the candle in his butt. And anyway, so we're gonna put the candle in there and light it. Now I chose lepidolite because it's really good about the energy of lepidolite is removing mental blockages, removing things that keep us mentally stuck, right? And so removing obstacles is all about unsticking things, right? Moving that energy, moving it up and out and away, and getting it the hell out of the way, right? So I chose lepidolite for that reason. I chose pyrite because it's super protective, and it's also really good about removing, so I think of it as removing financial blockages. So one removes mental and emotional blockages, the other one removes financial and energetic blockages, right? Because it's very grounding, it gets rid of negative energy, it blocks negative entities, negative spirits, that sort of thing, but also other negative things. So we have that going in our little baddie boy, and so that just leaves the dragon's blood. So I am going to cleanse and consecrate the dragon's blood in the smoke as a way to infuse it with my intentions. And then I wrote two things, and I used two different colored eggs. So I use red for the thing I'm releasing and green for the thing I'm inviting in, right? So I wrote universe, Hecate. I release thought patterns and cycles that keep me trapped in this stuck state of mind. Remove this obstacle from my path, so mote it be. I actually pulled some cards before I started just to be like, okay, universe, Hecate, tell me what I need to know. What is my obstacle? You know, what's keeping me from my goals? What's keeping me from success in a way that's measurable to me, right? Because when we talk about success, like what does success look like? It's different for everybody, right? And there's more than one way to be abundant. There's more than one way to be successful. There's more than one way to measure how you've reached your goals, right? And so this kit is good for, working on all of that. But also when I'm asking the universe and Hecate, like, what's getting in my way, I asked the cards, and they said that I am stuck in this trapped state of mind, this idea that, since I have closed my shop, right, which was a huge part of my life, and I think of it as my child because I don't have children, but I've spent countless years of my life, hours of my day, energy, everything, like, running this business, and because I don't have that space anymore, I don't have that place to connect with other humans and help guide people on their path, that is my goal. That is my path in life, is I know, because I have all of this magical knowledge to share with people, that it is my job that the universe has given me to help others. And I got stuck in this mindset of, if I don't have my physical shop space, how am I supposed to reach the people? How am I supposed to do my job, this thing that Hecate and the universe entrusted me to do? How am I supposed to do that? And I just got stuck. I didn't know how to get out of it. So anyways, and, that's still something I've been working on all summer, which has been sort of this crazy roller coaster ride of, like, I'm just white knuckling it, holding on, trying to figure out what the next thing is, and doing 100 markets in between. And I have to tell you, traveling around market to market, I mean, the nomadic life can be very fun, right? And put yourself in a new city, new situation, meet new people, maybe try things that are unconventional for someone who is a woo-woo witchy practitioner, right? But I found that I just got really disappointed. And yeah, and disappointment is, it is a kryptonite for, helping you get out of your own way and getting out of those negative thought processes. So I am taking my piece of paper and I am folding it 3 times, right? And I always think to myself, 3 times 3, so mote it be. And then I'm going to light it on my removing obstacles candle. And this is why I have a little plate. Make sure it's well lit. And just think of it as it burns up, those obstacles, are fucking right off. They're fucking right off. So yes, that obstacle, no longer an obstacle. And I'm going to keep my Dragon's Blood Jasper with the things that I am releasing and calling in. because I want to imbue the jasper with my intentions. And yeah, so then in green ink, because I wrote that in red ink, right? Because red is the color of fire, but it's also a color that is associated with like energizing, strength, courage. And that is all things that's really great to bring into your magic, right? Energizing your intentions, getting, feeling courageous and strong enough to move through and move past and move beyond and release the things that aren't helping you, serving you, and burning them away, right? Burning them the fuck away. But also red is the color of your root chakra, which is like, your foundation, right? It's your community, it's money, it's your feeling of security. It's the things, I think of it as like pentacle energy, right? If we're going to draw a segue, like a line to me between your root chakra and the tarot, I would say that is all that pentacle energy. Pentacle energy is physical. It's wealth. It's physical manifestations of your success, right? It's your earthly things. It's your home. It's your car. It's your I don't know, your phone, whatever those physical things are to you that help you feel safe and secure and successful and grounded and connected, right? And so which is interesting because two of the cards that I pulled, because I pulled 4 cards total, an oracle, 2 tarot, and an affirmation card. And because I like to just ask everybody's opinion, and I trust these decks. We have spent a lot of time together. I read these are cards that I read for other people, and so it's part of my business. It's part of my spiritual practice. So I trust what they have to say. And they said that that pentacle energy will be available to me once I release the oracle card, which is trapped. So bye-bye. It is gone. All right. So now I'm going to talk about the thing I'm inviting in, right? And so I wrote, Universe, Hecate, I am open and available to guide those seeking a path of spiritual truths and wisdom. I am open and abundant with my knowledge, experiences, and truth. Bring these people to me, so mote it be. And so I'm going to fold this 3 times. 1 and 2 and 3. I don't know why, but I always count like that owl from the Tootsie Pop commercial that's like from the 70s or something. He's like, Wahan, Tahu. Anyways. Hoi. Anyways, so I think 3 times 3, so mote it be. And then I light it on fire, right? Fire is energetic. When we want to release and bring things in quickly, we do fire magic. Trying not to burn myself. And I release those intentions to the universe so they come back to me fulfilled and manifest to suit my highest good and to bring me joy and happiness and completion. So anyway, so now I will let this candle burn out and let it work its magic, let it burn through the botanicals. If you choose, you could also save the pyrite and the lepidolite from the candle and have sort of a crystal trifecta with your dragon's blood, or you can just lovingly release that as part of your releasing of what's left, right? So I say when spells are cast and they have burned out, like when the dragon's blood burns out, you can take it outside and release the ash to the universe and just be like, return it to the earth, right? Because once it burns, it's inert. It can't hurt anything. If anything, ash kind of helps nourish the soil. It's actually good to help. It adds like, I don't know, vitamins to the soil. That's good for the soil. That's probably not the right word, but you know what I'm saying. And then as far as the candle goes, so first of all, I did include 2 cones, so you could do this over 2 days, or burn it once now and then once later when you feel that you need to kind of revitalize that spell energy. So I'm just going to burn this candle out, and I'll probably just light the second cone while this candle burns. That way I just use all the energy at once. So anyways, I'm going to let y'all go. thanks for popping in with me, and you have a beautiful magical day, and I will catch you in the next video. Mwah!